India had a rich tradition of respecting all life forms. In a country where animals have been worshipped for thousands of years, the respect they are shown today is a matter of shame.
For most people, because they have taken this effort of domesticating them, bringing them into habitations, it becomes their responsibility. So if you are responsible for having brought them to cities or in human habitations in the first place, then it becomes your duty to look after them.
It should come naturally, but it doesn't. As far as the country is concerned and its objectives, we are the only country in the world whose directive principles of the Constitution mention the need to be kind to animals. It's something that lives like all of us, so it should be cared for, it should be a natural feeling.
The late Mrs. Sunanda Das realized this urgent need to create public awareness about cruelty to animals and established the Blue Cross Society of Pune in 1994. One of the main aims being to provide care and shelter for abandoned and stray animals.
My wife is a true animal lover. To her, humans come a bad second. When she got the opportunity, she met Mrs. Maneka Gandhi. She got Mrs. Gandhi's support and we started the ABC sterilization program, and Mrs. Gandhi was pleased with us, so she funded our hospital.
With the help of the authorities, Blue Cross soon implemented the animal birth control and anti-rabies program. 15 years later, today the Blue Cross has operated close to 30,000 dogs.
Since 2008, our volunteer base has increased and we have started several activities. Some of them are for creating public awareness about kindness to animals and also about the whole stray dog problem, because there are many misconceptions about it, and we feel that it is only through education that we can really convince people that it is actually in the interest of humans themselves.
Through its workshops, the Blue Cross lays great emphasis on kindness to animals from a young age.
Very often you will see a child running towards an animal to pet it, and the mother calling it back and saying, please don't touch it, and then she passes on this fear of the animal to the child. Instead of this, we feel that parents should make friends with the owner of the animal, and if they don't know how to handle an animal, they should learn from the owner how to introduce their child to handling an animal so that they don't live up in fear.
Meeting emergency cases on time is always a huge challenge. The Blue Cross works in tandem with other NGOs and animal lovers on such cases, since their work is greatly done out of compassion and love.
Blue Cross has been a big supporter of my work. As an individual, I am not a doctor. I do not run an NGO. But what do I do when I find a dog which needs urgent medical help? Blue Cross is always there. Whether the doctors there or the people who work actually handling the animals or the people who are the poultry run, all of them are extremely animal sensitive and they care about animals and they do a great job. Many times people abandon even if it is a pedigreed dog, if they're moving or they buy an animal and they pamper it and then they cannot control it, or they don't realize the animal will grow so big, what they do is they just go and leave it in the premises and disappear from there. It is absolutely wrong, because we are shirking our responsibility if we do that, and also we are burdening an organization which is helping injured animals.
This particular animal, this boxer, it was found abandoned, and it definitely might have been owned by somebody. It has got no other problem except an injury in the leg.
I think that a person who would abandon a pet would not hesitate to abandon his child as well.
Despite all its achievements, the Blue Cross Society still has to face several challenges.
Maintaining the hospital is an expensive business. You don't see it looking so good because we don't have the money. And we have to concentrate on the core activity, that is looking after the animals, where we are A1. But when all these cosmetic things we are unable to take care of.
Biggest challenge is related to being accepted as an organization which is actually working for human welfare. We are looked at purely as animal welfare people, which we are, but this kind of an activity is in actuality in the benefit of public health. This is something which we find very difficult to sell as an idea, and therefore even donors feel, why should we donate to an organization which is looking after animal welfare when there's so much need for funds for human care. So that's the dilemma which we are facing.